Yippee!
Woohoo!
Who else am I
So
missing?
what had happened last? Does anybody have any tea? I guess we could start with tea time. I don't have any. My life's boring.
Same. Life's boring.
No tea for me this time.
No, neither.
I did get my passport, but that's all the tea I got. Are we getting boring?
Cool.
No,
I
we're
think it's
growing up.
more,
Yeah. Yeah, apparently. I finished. This is not tea, but I did finish the Death Tarot card jacket I was painting.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
From yesterday?
Mhm.
Dope.
Yeah.
It's tight.
You made the bones look all bony.
The bones do be looking bony. True.
See the final look.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hmm.
That is nice.
Ooh.
oh,
Nice.
that's a pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wasn't that jacket blue yesterday?
No, I had a blue one, but this was no. It's been black. I also got a custom patch top rocker to go up here that says death. So
Yes.
I guess it's technically not finished until I put that on, but the painting is done.
Love it.
Dope.
Yeah, it looks really
Yeah.
nice.
The horse is kind of funny shaped, and we're pretending that that's just what horses look like.
Lumpy horse.
It's okay. I've never seen a horse in my life.
You've never seen a horse in your life.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah, that's all I got. I've been doing art.
You've
Not the art
been
for the
posting
art
stuff
show.
on Instagram.
Yeah. I've not finished the painting for the art show that I'm in that has to be turned in 15 days. But you know,
I'm sure you could get something in 15 days.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all. Let's blow this popsicle stand. That is not what that saying means at all. What
right.
happened last time?
Let's bounce.
Last time on This Strange New Hell, we role played by the looks of it.
Yep. You bought some stuff.
We bought some stuff. Those who don't know, we're level 17 now.
Oh yeah, you did level up.
Last session?
Oh, right.
We
No, it
you
was
should
the
be
one
level
before
7.
that.
Yeah, it was the one
before
before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are not level 17, you should be.
I
I
wrote.
think everyone was here for the level up.
Okay, cool. Things I wrote down that I probably shouldn't have or been paying attention more is don't tell Loveless secrets.
Yeah.
What's the pride in your work feat? Well, I took a feat called the pride in your work feat.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
I
Oh
feel like
yeah.
I should know if you took that.
No, I didn't take that feat. I got it by talking to Ollie.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, where is it? I'll have to. There it is. Chief Sin Pride. I got 4 uses out of this. Nope.
Mhm.
Da, 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 da. We took a long rest, and then kind of just met with what's his name's Cordichai's quartermaster.
Mhm.
We got a ring of warmth, a potion of cold resistance, and a cloak of the of winter's heart. And then we discussed about killing Asmodeus, like right in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Raheem and Sharp Eye didn't know that taking care or stopping someone's plan did not technically mean killing them, which is still confusing for them.
Yeah.
There are other ways to do that besides violence.
Like, I imagine we're just having like a long hour back and forth of like, I don't get it. Like, I'm still confused.
I don't. I don't understand. A guy yells, "Are you foiling my plans?" You shoot him in the face. His plans are foiled.
Yeah.
End of it.
Get another shot, like.
Yeah, this is just. Let's see. Da, 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 da.
Oh, you all were also able to get from the quartermaster just like basic winter clothing.
Yeah,
Right.
we were able to get the basic winter clothing, which I have a feeling is not going to help us whatsoever.
But it does have a lot of suspicious bloodstains.
And then we got to Abermach, and that is where we ended.
Yes. Additionally, Tyax is with you because Abermach is Tyax's city. And he actually proved himself to not be lying this time, because when you went to the gondola station, you got your gondola ride for free, as opposed to for 100 gold an hour.
All right. So Tyax is with us. We're in a gondola heading through the fucking Abermach city of sin. Is this the city of sin? Is every city in hell a city of sin?
I think technically, Abermach is the most beautiful city in hell and is considered a vacation destination by the other dissidents of hell.
Neat.
Yep.
More things you know.
Yeah. Yes. The streets in this city are rivers of magma, which is why you need a gondola to traverse them. You have a female imp as your gondolier. I gave her a name last week and I can't remember what it was. So
I did not write it down.
Oh.
Melissa.
yeah, there we go. Her name is Melissa.
So, are we in the are we in the next layer of hell right now, or are we still in the layer, but we're just in the city?
We're still in the lair. We're still in the we're just in the city.
Gotcha.
We're heading towards Mother Magma's market.
Hmm.
Yes. Melissa starts off trying to give like a tour as she guides you through the magma canals. But every time she starts to point out one of the sites, Tyax interrupts her and is like, "No, you're telling the story wrong. You're telling it wrong. Let Tyax tell it. Tyax knows what he's talking about." See what we've got right there? That, friends, red carpet. They put that out especially for Tyax. Where you go get your complimentary drinks. You start off with the lesser sins, stealing, gluttony, that sort of thing.
Lion?
Right, like, yeah. Well, if you're good at it, it can be a major sin. But only if you're very good at it. But you get some complimentary drinks. They come in little skulls, souvenirs. That's where they have a parade every once in a while. I don't recommend the parade because I don't like standing around. But they will give you beads if you show your titties, so.
Do pecs count?
How bouncy are your pecs?
If you can move them on your own, like.
You could probably make that argument, yeah.
Very well.
If you do the titty bounce, I think you could probably get a few beats out of that, yeah. Right here you've got Skid Row. That's where you get into a bit of the harder stuff. Drugs, skinning urchins, that sort of thing. If you see there in the distance, that beautiful edifice. It's shaped a bit like a tit. That one. That's the Pleasure Dome. Have you ever seen the play Furious Maximus? Beyond the Pleasure Dome. Untold. Yes. That's what it's based on. It's like half orgy, half demolition derby.
I'm having a hard time picturing that.
We may have to see that. I may have to see that.
It is quite a sight. Don't let the bookies get a hold of you, though. Tyax knows this personally. They will cheat you. And it's hard to cheat a cheater.
Don't trust the bookies. Got it.
All those neon, the bright lights next to the Pleasure Dome. Sin City, you got casinos. Get a bit of gambling in there. All the restaurants, such as they are on the pit view. Get a lovely view of the pit of flame. It's the what's the geological term for it? Caldera. It's the caldera of the volcano that the city's built on. Really lovely view.
Wait,
there's a chicken wing place where they don't wear pants.
That's interesting. Usually chicken wing places they don't wear the tops. They're usually shirtless.
Well, so most devils don't actually have titties. Don't know if you've noticed that or not. There's a lot of spines and protrusions and boils.
Boils. That's great.
I know.
And they think that just because they're wearing pants, we would like to see their. All I can think about is a boil on a dick, for some reason.
Well, have you not heard the saying, "Any hole's a goal"?
Sure, but
you stay down here long enough, your standards get lower. Don't worry. You all are wanting to go to Mother Magma's market. Mama Magna, she is a mighty fine woman. Drives a hard bargain. Shops of all kinds. If you go a bit further up, there's fire and arms. Blacksmiths, the like.
They wouldn't happen to have firearms, would they?
Well, I mean, it's in the name, isn't it?
I mean, like oh, a revolver. These firearms.
I mean, they probably have I've seen cannon. They've got cannon there.
I don't need a cannon. I do want a cannon.
I'd keep your
Don't
hands
need
in your
it.
pockets, lads.
Yeah,
I
where
do
would you,
want
where
it.
would you, where'd you put that cannon? How would
Well,
carry a cannon?
I do have a motorcycle, and it's got a sidecar with nothing on it. Imagine. Just imagine putting a cannon on the sidecar. Every time you fire it, the motorcycle spins out.
Nice.
Fat Buddha walks around with a cannon.
It's true.
I mean, we also do have a portable hole if we can't figure out where to put the cannon.
Yeah, I got Ilfric's hole.
Like I said, any hole's a goal. If you go a bit further up, you can have your religious. He does like 15 different religious hand signals. None of them are accurate. You can have all your religious needs met. Brother Devils. Up there's the Obsidian Spire. You will not be going there because that's where Archduke and Duchess live. If you want to get beat, go to Sticks and Stones, but that's on the other side. That's on the strict side of the city. What else? What else? If you're in the market for souls, if you're in the market for, slaves or souls or investments, they've got a pretty robust soul exchange. The other side. I don't like to go over there because there's like the court system, the judicial system is over there. Kind of got to stick up their ass over there. Any questions? And he folds his hands with a flourish across his tiny little chest.
I got nothing.
My only question is, I'm guessing murder is okay over on this side of the city? Just probably expected to get pickpocketed or jumped at any moment.
Well, murder is just about as legal anywhere, here as it is anywhere. Most of the murdering happens in a more controlled setting. You're actually probably a bit safer from being murdered, since, there's no telling how you all might die if you get jumped, right? But if, for instance, you go to Skid Row and you're like, "Oi, I would like to buy one orphan, please, so that I can..." I'm just putting this out there. Shod him in hot iron shoes from a blacksmith and watch him dance until he dies. You could do that there. It's very structured, though. They make sure to vet that all of their murder victims will die beautifully.
In a humane way.
No. Well, I mean, I guess if you want.
Humane by a devil's standard.
They've all been unethically sourced, but, they're not mostly not kidnapping people.
There's no ethical consumption in hell.
Is there ethical? I don't think there's ethical consumption on the material plane either.
That too.
No questions. Shall we head over to the market?
Yes, I suspect we'll be subject to the temptations of merchandising.
Oh. you are in for a treat. A treat you are. So you come to Mother Magma's market, and as you pull up, Melissa parks your gondola. She pulls out a little book and sits down on the very top of the of the rudder and starts reading her book, waiting for y'all to return. And Tyax leaps out of the boat onto the sidewalk that's quite pitted and scored from the magma that sprays up on it. He claps his hands. Tyax promises big. Tyax delivers big. Here is Mother Magma's market, one of the crusty cesspool jewels of Abramock's crown.
Is this
Crusty
anything like the market streets of Dis, where there's just like people flaying each other?
No, this is actually much more like a regular market. There are booths. There's one alley that is people selling food and other household goods. There's a butcher. There's a produce stand. There's a bone devil that's selling souvenir T-shirts. There's a barbed devil that is offering up and barking at you as you go past. You look like you could use a drink. You're parched in these harsh conditions. How would you like to try Jerry's Jawless Java? And he holds up a skull. It's got a little paper umbrella stuck in it and a straw.
I'm alright, but I'm sure my friend, I push Sklep forward. I'm sure my friend Sklep here would enjoy a taste.
It's a what with an umbrella?
It's a skull. The top of the skull has been cut off.
Oh,
The eye holes, like the various holes plugged up so that it can be used as a cup. And because you look like you're thirsty, you get to keep the skull as a souvenir. And if you come back within the next 12 hours, you get a refill for free. On me.
Sklep turns and looks at Raheem. I do not believe he can.
Purchased.
I do not believe he can perceive my thirst levels through my mask.
Raheem just, by the way, bought a I Heart Night Out shirt from the Boat Devil.
Yep.
You can't even
On the back.
You can't even see it.
He just told him it was a nice. He doesn't know what it says. He was told by the Bone Devil it was awesome.
The back of it says, I went to Phlegalos and all I got was this stupid t-shirt.
So, Slep, can you even? I mean, now that you have like a mouth and can you drink? I guess at this point,
Yes.
I mean, why
Yes,
don't
I
you
am
try it, I
capable
guess?
of drinking it. However, I have no coin nor soul to offer to this man in exchange for his goods. Also,
Oh,
this place looks quite common.
5 gold down.
Yeah, I'll pay for your drink.
Hmm.
Well.
If you're so eager to be my patrons in this effort, I suppose I can try this beverage.
Jerry, you put 5 gold down. Jerry is setting up 5 different skulls.
Oh my god.
Oh, they are gold. They're oh.
All yours, Slep.
Takes out a shaker. And this is like a suspiciously like urn-shaped shaker. Like
Hmm.
this looks like an urn.
like
And
like
you- yeah,
like somebody's ashes urn.
yeah, yeah. Like somebody's ashes urn. He takes it out, and and you can hear rattling happening in there. You do not know how this ice. Did this bone devil get ice in hell?
I mean, they
And-
are worn.
Pops it, pours it in. Noticeably, you did not watch him mix anything in there. Whatever was in there already pre-mixed. Pops the umbrellas in, pops the straws in. Tell your friends, Jerry's Jawless Java. Come back within 12 hours, you get a free refill. On me.
I
Pushes them
see.
forward.
There's 5 of these skulls?
Yes. They are the skulls of small creatures, small humanoids, so that they're more cup-sized. Since you're all medium-sized
They're like
creatures.
imp skull.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
worry,
Those would be like
Shop, I know you
shot
can
glass.
get your hands full of those 5, so I'll hold 2 for you whenever you're ready.
How kind. Alright. He lifts his mask, and each of the tendrils slowly unfurl out and wrap up each of the different straws, and he pulls all 5 straws into his mouth at once. And you just hear
This tastes like cold, iced Dunkin' coffee when they don't stir the sugar in all the way and you've sucked it up from the bottom, so you just get a mouthful of sugar. And then you're like, did I really just, is this non-alcoholic? And then at the back end is when it hits you. There is definitely alcohol in this. It feels warm as it travels down your esophagus, but not like pleasantly warm. It's like, well, Schlep would not have this experience. It's like it's a little bit like being shot. You know, you get like the hot lead passing through your flesh kind of feeling. I was going to describe it like eating something out of the microwave that's too hot. But the Schlep is very new at eating things, so yeah, it's quite warm, alcoholic. Why don't you roll me a D100?
5 times.
No, we're just gonna do one.
It's really funny. I get it.
That's a 60.
A 60. All right.
60.
Let's see, what do we got here?
So we're looking for something to assist us to avoid the chill in the next layer, correct?
This is pretty.
Yes.
This will keep you warm as he burps.
While we're at it, I would like to do some reading on the way over to the next layer. Do you know where we could find a tome of, what is it called again? Was tome of understanding? Yes.
Jerry serves drinks. Jerry is not a librarian.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
wasn't-
appreciate your patronage. So Shut. Your skin rots and decomposes.
Yeah.
You gain disadvantage on all persuasion checks, but the undead ignore you. This can be alleviated via a greater restoration spell.
Yeah, you guys watch as he slurps from the 5 straws until you hear the sound of him sucking up the last few drops from the bottom of the cups, or the skulls in this case. And he turns around. Ah, they were layered drinks. And then he just starts to peel. And he retracts his tentacles and places his mask back down.
Like Clyde just
Yeah.
turns to you, bug-eyed, and like he does that cat thing where like they raises the paw like he's about to bap you for all of a sudden.
Startled. I imagine that decomposing mind flayer flesh, pseudo mind flayer flesh probably smells like when you've left a bait bucket outside.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
rotting squid.
Yeah.
Squid is very squishy.
No refunds. Have a lovely day.
I can only try. I see.
Thank you for the drink. Stop carrying a bag.
A bag?
Yes.
I guess so.
Alright, Clyde's gonna stuff the 2 skulls in your bag.
Check and see if I have a bag.
I presume everybody has at least a basic backpack.
Some kind of bag.
Yeah.
I gotta carry my stuff.
You just have a tote bag, like you're going to the farmer's market.
Mm-hmm. Good for the environment.
Very environmentally friendly. You look back to try and find Tyax, and Tyax has like wandered off in the crowd. It's pretty easy to spot him despite his short stature. You are the only non-devils in this entire market. Just a little gnome, and you see him leaning over into a stall, speaking with whoever's on the inside.
Oi, fuck. He's too far away to hear. Clyde, can you fetch Tax?
What am I, a dog?
No, but you're faster than I am.
Can't you speak to him telepathically?
I could. Actually, no, I couldn't. I couldn't, like, I couldn't give a connection to him on the ship.
Really?
He's got, like, mind blocky things.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Clyde will roll his eyes and walks over to Tyax.
You see him talking to like one of those yellow oozy booger devils.
Yagaloth? Yagaloth?
Yeah, the Yagaloth. I just think they look like snot Gumby, but
Not gummy bears.
Accurate.
yeah, he's talking to the Yagaloth, and this appears to be like a pawn shop kind of situation. Tyax has a small collection of trinkets out, and he's like they were like negotiating prices.
Pardon me, Tyax. I believe Sir Shapai is requesting assistance from you.
Well, can I finish my deal first?
By all means, I just thought I would inform you. I looked at his trinkets.
There are things like a couple severed fingers, an ear, 3 gold teeth, what looks suspiciously like a gallbladder, and then a full set of ivory dominoes.
Interesting.
I can vouch personally for the quality of these goods. They were obtained in a completely illegal manner, and thus should be of even better value. Every one of them taken from a good or neutral soul, on my honor. You just hear sort of like a blurbly noise. You can do better than that. At least 2 soul coins. At least 2. Well, you can't split it in half, can ya? He plops down 2 soul coins And Tyax scoops them up as the snot Gumby. And it disappears like he's wearing an apron into his apron pocket. There is no apron.
You always know when to grab them when they're generous. Ajax.
Got a good reputation. Here. I've got a good reputation here. He darts back through the crowd. Mighty Tyax is here. Tyax the All-Knowing is here to tell you what you need to know. What do you need?
All right. First, we need a place that's got winter equipment.
I think you're on the wrong level.
I know that, but like that's to prepare us for the next level.
Well, you could go talk to Barnabas. He takes trades of all kinds. You could, I suppose, venture to Mama Magma's herself. I will not be joining you. She has not forgiven me since the last time I was here. So, but you could waddle on down to Mama Magma's. She's got the only real proper shop with like windows and a door and floors and such in the markets. I mean, you could probably hit up the butcher if all you want is fur.
Well, hopefully it's a little more magical. Like unlike this level where we get bunt every now and again.
We already got like the basics. We're looking for more magical means to keep the cold out.
All right. Well, like I said, you could go to Mama Magma's. There's always a chance Barnabas has got something magical. He takes trades of all kinds. Also is a thief. Don't let him get his sticky yellow appendages into your pockets. I haven't been there, but I've been told Arachnia has a pretty nice magical shop. I don't know if that means she only sells scrolls or potions, or if she sells magical items. But I've heard her name thrown a bit about with arcane arts.
So we got Arachnia, Barnabas, and Mother Magma.
Those would be my suggestions.
Make Mother Magna not like you, or not in her good favor right now.
Well, so you know how there's a Mama Magma implies that there's also a daughter Magma?
No, you didn't.
I did. Twice. Both of them.
Twice? Both of them?
Both
she
daughters.
has 2 daughters?
Yeah.
Are they hot?
Well, they're fire genasi, so yeah.
Oh, fuck.
At the same time or in different instances?
Yes.
Good
I
answer.
thought they were going to fight when they found out about each other, but they were into it, and then Mother Magma caught us together on the her very prized bear rug that she's got in her office.
That's a very bard move.
You know, you look at Tyax and you just see first mate, tiny little scrawny guy, but I've been around. People find me charming.
Reminds me of that one genie story. You know, about a little, a woman and a man. The woman found a little genie. She had 3 wishes: but be rich, have find love of her life, and a little something. But each of them had a cost. And for a man, he grew shorter, but the cost, he grew extra inches down there.
So, are you trying to tell me that you think that I've got a big willy? Because I'm short.
On account of a run-in with a genie.
Well, I can't say that I've never found the favor of the sort of more eldritch divine beings, But no, I was born with a big willy.
Hmm.
Didn't have to get it from a genie. But if Clarissa and Melissa are there, good luck.
So it sounds like Mother Magma will be more of a last resort, just in case.
Depends on what you want.
She has
Well,
the best stuff.
she does.
She does.
But I feel like you would bring up the hardest of the bargains. By chance, do you know any of the three would also be holding a tome of understanding? I could do some reading on the way over there.
I mean, I think there's a library or a bookstore, but that's in the strict side. Not a lot of chance for reading on the Sen side.
Oof.
There's a... what's it called? Scrolls a Million over there, I think?
Look,
Mother Magma
Up and I
is
could-
not that far.
Also, maybe this Arachne may have your scroll understand or a tome of understanding. She's got what? Scrolls, magic items, stuff.
Stuff?
Technically, every tome is a tome of understanding, but if you're looking specifically,
well, my vote is to visit maybe Arachnia, and then maybe head over to Mother Magma. I almost call her Mama.
That's what I'm gonna
Other-
call her.
Mama Magma.
Mama
I mean-
Magma.
You're certainly welcome to. As long as she doesn't... she's in a good mood.
not to worry. I will try.
You know?
Can we?
He's just.
Tilts, head tilts, head slept.
Uh, Raheem, you got a greater restoration picked up.
He is not that great.
What is that? That is. Let's see. Greater restoration.
Oh wait, Jen, did you say lesser restoration or greater restoration?
Greater.
Greater.
And I get it. No. I don't think I can get it.
Oh,
What's that? Greater restoration is 3rd level, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 5th level?
Yeah.
Nope. I can't get that.
Nope.
that's just heard.
Yeah, no, that's out of the question.
Well, you got a bunch of fleshy bits falling off. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Mhm.
Mostly.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine.
Yes, Clyde.
No, he's Eliza still does that cat motion. Like he wants to bop you every time he sees like a appendage fall. Like, what the fuck is going on with you?
Yeah, occasionally he has to like let out his tentacles and like the pus. He just kind of like cleans it off, wipes it. Puts it back on.
Gross.
Maybe a little bit.
Shall we
Yeah.
move? So shall we head over to this Arachnia or just head straight to Mother Magma?
I mean,
Well,
They're all in the same place. It's her market. This is
How?
the market.
Yeah, this is the market. How about we talk to this arachnio person first, and then go visit Mama Magma.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Plan of
Very well.
being
All right.
mindful to have enough funds left over. But yes.
All right, follow Dyax. And he walks by a devil, snatches the like turkey leg that he was eating. You hope it's a turkey leg, and holds it above his head like he's giving a tour at Disney World as he marches you through the market. May I present the lovely Arachnia. And it is gross. I mean, are any of you afraid of spiders?
You.
I'm literally part bug.
Ah, well then,
Don't spiders eat bugs?
fair enough.
Well, specifically, I'm a wasp. Technically, I eat spiders.
Oh shit.
What? In that case, that's fine. Arachnia, darling. These fellas right here would like to do some business. And you see, well, you would first take for maybe a drow of some kind. There's a female torso, dark-skinned, long white hair, spider body. But it looks nothing like any spider you've seen on the material plane. The legs are spiked with infernal iron. Almost like armor is growing out of her 8 legs. And there appears to be, at least, a second mouth underneath her torso. It's gross.
You got a token?
Hold on. I did not have a token because please do not fight her.
I just wanted to see.
Yeah, I'll
see
pop
if
it
you had-
in. I'll pop up the picture in out of game chat. Ooh, hold on. That's got
Please
the.
don't fight her.
Please don't fight her. Hold on. I may have accidentally just tried to give you the whole stat block.
Let's-
Does happen. This is about as close as you're getting.
Ooh.
Oh dear
Um,
God! Holy Christ!
Yeah. It's just
Oh wow.
where the human legs are, picture a demon spider.
You know, I was hoping for more carapace, less flesh.
It
Well.
has titties.
You can't always get what you want, can you?
That's fair.
I-
Spitty.
Ladies?
It's like snitties, but it's babies.
A little web spinners instead of nipples. Well, who have you brought me, Tyax? Something fun for my web or paying customers? Arachni, I don't do that kind of work anymore. These are paying customers. I'm giving them the grand tour of Tyax's city. He takes a big bite out of the turkey leg. All right then. Sort of rubs her forehead, and you see then that the bit that's got all the eyeballs in it is actually a mask. She rubs her forehead and it slides up, and she has a much more humanoid face, apart from, you know, the mandibles. What can I do for you?
Well, Clyde, you go first. What are you looking for?
Well, we are actually planning on hanging over to the next layer, and perhaps you may have some ways that could assist us to deal with the cold.
Um, well, I suppose I could probably come up with something. Might take me a little while. There's not much call for cold resistance in Phalegalos, and I've been here for quite a while. I could weave you a spell, but you don't really seem a spell type. Are you looking for a magical item rather than a spell?
An item
Potion?
would suffice. I think more the spells would help my friend over here sleep. But also would like to know if he also would carry a book of sorts.
Like a spell book, I have plenty.
It's more of a tome of understanding if you carry that in your possession.
I do have a tome. She reaches underneath the desk part of the stall and brings up a weaved bag, and pulls a book out of it. And this book has a desiccated tongue pinned to its front cover. I have this.
What?
I'd like to just remind
This?
everybody that
Hmm?
do you
the
say?
entire crew has 38 soul coins each.
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 This is the Tome of the Stilled Tongue.
The still
The
tongue.
stilled tongue.
Legend has it that this came from a treacherous former student of the great Lich Vecna. I don't know this one's providence, but that's what I was told. I have very good reason to believe that he was telling the truth. Perhaps something else might be to your liking, since I do not see a wizard amongst you. I do
What
not
would that
have
be?
anything necessarily. Ah, you said you were going to Stygia. Well, I do have this. And she pulls Mary Poppins style from the weaved bag, a set of armor.
Set of armor. I think that would be more fitting for Raheem. Like looking
It's
right at him.
armor of cold resistance.
Raheem? Would that interest you?
Asmodeus just standard, just resistant to cold, and I would not have to roll every hour taking cold damage? Or is there anything else special about it?
You just have resistance to cold damage when you wear this armor.
Okay.
It's pretty standard.
I figured. I do like my armor, though.
Well, I have a potion of cold resistance. She just brings out like a 6-pack of bottles.
Six.
Is that all you have, or do you have multiple 6-pack?
There's not much call for potions of cold resistance as, you know, I'm in Phalegalos where it is on fire. But I have these 6. And I do have other potions that I could offer you, of course. But none for cold.
Take these 6 potions of cold resistance.
Raheem, have you considered requesting a ring of
That will be 700 gold.
As I give the 700 gold, I say, Raheem is not.
She spins it up in a web into a little coin pouch and tucks it onto the other, sticks it to the underside of the desk. I see that you are going to be very hard to impress. I do have one other book. She pulls out another book. And on the front of it is Jazzercise, now with extra booty pumping. And it's a manual quickness of action.
Manual quickness of action? Which one's that?
That's the one that gives you plus to dex.
Oh. That's not bad.
Hmm.
How much would that be?
Well. Hmm. 40,000 gold.
How much would you like in soul coins?
Hmm. Hmm. 400.
400 soul coins. Jesus.
Tyax is just staring at you all. Nobody's bothering to try and, like, haggle. Lads, she's robbing you blind.
We can see that.
No offense,
Yeah.
Raheem.
None taken.
Arachnia. If they're giving you good or bad, hard earned or stolen or acquired through murderous means soul coins, you better give them the better end of the bargain. Why should I do that just because they're your friends?
Do you want to see my hole in annihilation?
Yes.
Pull out. I like to imagine Sharp Eye has actually like folded the hole of annihilation so that way it's like sticking out of his pocket like a pocket.
Pocket
handkerchief.
square.
A pocket square.
Yeah.
And he pulls it out, undoes it just a little bit, so that way it just looks like he's holding a trash bag, and inside you just.
Huh. I do have something that might help with that. Kyax leans over and whispers something very faintly to her. You're right. You're right. 90 soul coins. But that's the
Better.
favor family price. And Tyax, I believe this concludes the favor I owe you. Says Arachnia. It's not a favor, it's blackmail, love. And I get to decide when it's over. That's how that works.
You know,
90s, please.
can we make it soul coins in a trade?
Depends on if you have anything that I want.
Got a staff of power?
Also got a cloak of protection. I'm trying to get rid of this.
She takes the another bag from underneath and shakes it out, and like 15 cloaks of protection come out.
You want to add it to your collection?
No. By the time people get to Olekalos, usually they've outgrown their cloak of protection. What?
Yeah.
A staff of power? Good, maybe. But
Soul coins trade in a favor. Within reason, though.
Hold on. Can I talk with my friend
yes.
real quick? Give me one
Yes.
second. There's no fucking way we're putting a favor on the table. Just immediate mental connection with Raheem. No fucking way we're putting a favor on the table.
Reason. It's not like we're gonna accept, like, go kill the Archduchess or something like that. Except within reason.
Who knows? Maybe she'll ask us to go kill Mama Magma. I almost said Mama Margie.
It was like, if it's just Mama Margie, then sure we
What
can
did
kill
she
her.
do
Like,
wrong?
I don't know who it is. We don't have to ask questions.
Listen. We're the only non-devil psychopaths down here. So how about we keep it to objects, items that we have in our inventories?
Or I will take a favor and no soul coins.
What are we even trying to buy again?
Manual quickness of action.
I'm trying to help our monk get his decks up.
Get your decks up?
To possibly 22.
Remember, a favor within reason.
I will even sweeten the deal if you'll owe me a favor. And she just rolls this necklace off of her neck and down her arm, one of her top arms, and holds it out. And it is a tiny glass bulb that has mercury swirling around inside it. It's dangling on a silver chain. This is the talisman of the sphere. It will help you control that sphere of annihilation you're carrying around in that hole. So, it also allows you to have a greater depth of connection with the sphere. You can take an action to move it 10 feet, plus the number of feet equal to 10 times your intelligence modifier.
Okay, so I can't use that. Like sharp eyesight. See, look, we can have a way to control our hole. That sounds pretty good.
Sklep, what's your intelligence at?
I have reserved
Mm.
would probably be the best one to have for this.
So that's probably the after Quincy, that was probably the highest.
You already have the favor in mind, or we just owe you one?
No, I have the favor in mind.
Lay it on us. What is this favor?
She shoots webs out and covers Tyax's ears and eyes.
Like, oh,
Do you think that you could rid me of that little gnomish problem?
I think that means she wants us to kill
We've been
Ty.
through this before, you know. Me and Sharp and Rogers guys. When we say rid of a problem, that just means kill.
I don't believe we have the credentials needed for your restraining order.
Kill
You
him.
want-
Dump him in some magma. He has been blackmailing me for 60 years.
Quick connection with the group. We really gonna murder one of our crew to get a book?
I thought we were already planning on murdering him a while ago,
Oh.
though.
Just
He is the
He's
captain.
the first mate.
He's the
What the
first man.
He's the one who knows where we're going.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
it's like, do we have to kill him now, or can we just make sure, like, if we get like a timeline, maybe, that we just kill him on the way out here?
Or we just walk away.
It's also a possibility.
Payable upon receipt.
Let's see. Yeah, that seems kind of instant.
God damn it! Is she able to read our minds again, or is this one of them devils that can connect into my fucking headspace?
Your orc or friend moves his mouth when he responds.
You know, that's fair. That's fine. Not everybody's used to talking with their brain.
-1 intelligence, my guy.
Are we considering the option of a favor?
Not really. No.
We can't pay. I mean, if we chip in, we could get the 90 soul coins.
I'm just gonna turn to her. Tax is off the table. No, can't do it. I can give you a staff of power and 60 soul coins.
She takes the talisman of the sphere and rolls it back up around her neck. And she's got a whole, like, spangle of different talismans and necklaces around her neck. Very annoying. I will take the Staff of Power. And the 60 soul coins. But, and she whips out a leg to rip the web and blindfold off of him. I will take a promise that the terms of our proposed and failed deal remain a secret.
Fair.
Sure.
I'll pull out the staff of power, put it on the counter, and then
She, second pair of hands, holds the Staff of Power. She's running her little fingers Each of her smaller hands has 6 fingers on it. She's running them over the staff of power to sort of appraise it. Soul coins.
Give me a second. I will put down 40 soul coins because I still got a Quincy's share.
Usually we're like 36 soul coins each.
Everybody in the party's got 38 soul coins. For a
She smells
total
the soul coins that you put down.
for a total of 232 soul coins.
Can I give you a bit of advice? Insectoid to insectoid.
I don't see a carapace, but sure. Also, wouldn't you be an arachnid?
Well, technically, I'm a devil, and you're an asshole. Oh.
I'm just gonna take a cruelty point.
I was going to say that my piece of advice would be not to go waving around how many soul coins you're carrying upon your persons. Because generally murder for pleasure is frowned upon, but good old-fashioned muggings aren't.
That's fair. That's fair. You know, I kind of want someone to try, though.
Ah. One of those. I see.
So anyway, I guess somebody just has to chalk up 20 soul coins.
That'll be me.
She takes the soul coins from you and counts them out, smells them, rather like she's investigating a cigar. Your feline friend has a favor from the Archduchess. You're wearing it on your wrist. I can see it with my eyeballs. I have 8 of them.
Well, there's no denying it, sure. Is it really that obvious? Just like a braid of hair on my wrist. Everyone can see it.
It's kind of her signature. You're gonna have to excuse me for a minute. There is a palmetto bug on my wall that I need to annihilate.
Mhm.
What is a palmetto bug? Hold on.
I take a bio break.
Yeah. I'm curious what that is.
Yep.
Aren't they just like roaches?
Yes, but they...
They're bigger roaches.
They're bigger roaches, and also technically they live outside.
They don't like invade your construction necessarily.
Right, yeah, they come inside.
Because they know better.
Well, they come inside when it rains, usually.
Yeah, you just spray the
And
shit
if... I did, yeah. Yes, I did. I don't fuck around with those things.
Do you find that your cats have them?
I tried. That's how I knew one was over here. But it's like back in all of my stuff, and I didn't want the cat to like... Yes! Because my
Like-
craft cart is like right there.
Did they like bring you in and be like, "Hey, look what I did, Mom"?
No. No, thankfully. They just leave little bits of them.
Oh.
Yeah. They did once. They'd never seen one before. And when we first moved in, there was one, because I moved in the summer, which is when they are the most common. I moved in, and the first time they saw one, they woke me up out of a dead sleep to get me to come show me.
Aww.
Mama, what the fuck? fuck is that?
Yeah, one of them stayed in the hallway and just stared at it while the other one woke me up.
Teamwork there.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll make sure it doesn't move. You go get her.
yeah, basically. That is basically what happened. Please don't buff. Now I've sprayed that thing with a whole bunch of roach killer. I don't want you to eat it. Go away. Buffy's the sadistic one. Of course, she's the one that saw it. She's like, I'm gonna get that motherfucker. Okay. So you've gotten your book. Oh, yes. I am an assessor of goods. It would behoove me to know the maker's mark of my Archduchess.
You follow it up. Okay. Small world.
Well, I live in her. I do not know the Duchess personally. I am simply a dissident of her lair. But you might consider visiting the Solar Exchange.
The thought has crossed my mind.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
All I have to say is pleasure doing business with you, and thank you for the advice.
Yes. You're very
Nah.
welcome.
Nah, I think that's all I got.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, I think we're good here. Nope. Whisper. I might take you up on your offer one day, or get you that favor one day. We'll see.
Huh. Well. She flicks the smallest of her hands together and produces just a tiny. The cats are very distracting right now. Produces like a tiny metallic spider, like a flat piece of metal. It's not silver. It's some sort of alloy. Sorry, the palmetto bug just crawled up underneath my female cat, and she freaked out like she was an actual human being. Like jumped up in the air. I gotta take that for you, please.
They're now staring at it.
Oh.
Like discussing, like, did you see that shit? It's like, yeah, I saw that shit.
Yeah, I saw that shit. That was gross.
It's like, can you believe we live like this?
Now we've got some reading to do while we're on the boat.
Okay. Now they're gonna be searching for more palmetto bugs for the rest of the night.
You're in prowling.
Yeah. So apologies for that break, but a giant bug needed my attention. Yeah, she produces like a small silver alloy that seems almost iridescent as she turns it in the flickering magma light, and it's just like little flat, almost like a poker chip that's shaped like a spider. If you need to call on me.
Take it.
Well, tell Mother Magma I said hello.
That's the next place we're going. All right. You didn't get any of the equipment you wanted, but you got a book. Make it worth it.
Oh, I will. Thank you very much for your assistance.
Alrighty.
Now, shall we see if this Mother Magma has the wares to help us not freeze to death in the next layer?
Hopefully. I mean, I got something that'll help me, but like you and Sklep here, you two ain't got shit.
True.
All right. Tyax just sort of points. He's busy picking a spider web out of his ears. Down there, I'm gonna go. He points behind him to a corn dog stand. Have a bite to eat.
That's fair.
We'll let you know when we're done.
Wonderful, lovely. As it's very easy to find Mother Magmas. It is the only like full building in the entire market. Everything else is stalls and tents, sort of open air, farmers market style. But hers is a little shop, and she must be doing fairly well considering, she's got a whole section of the city. And even if you did not know that the market was called Mother Magmas, you would know that she was in charge. The entire exterior of her shop is all very clearly made from materials from the material plane. Like the outside is made of wood that you recognize from trees you recognize. There are perfectly shaped slate tiles for the ceiling, for the roof, I mean. And there's been a beautifully carved and painted Mama Magma's Mysteries above the door. The door is large and iron with a single handle in the middle. It opens under your touch. Unless it's not locked, it's more decorative than anything. And you see a very starkly designed shop, almost like an infernal IKEA. There's like little tableaus set out, and then all of the items in that section are themed to that tableau. So there's a rack, little torture scene that's all set up, a little dungeon, and it's got things like Pair of Anguish and Iron Maiden, that kind of a thing. There's a macabre banquet set up, and then all of the things you'd need to stage your own macabre banquet are arranged around. If you follow the arrows on the floor that take you through the little tableaus, eventually you get to Mama Magma's desk, the cashier, if you will. And what you see is a burning devil. Flames, medium-sized, not massive, flames flickering around her form. I don't actually know why I shut that. I was like, I had the it had the thing up and I shut it. Sorry.
As we're walking through the shop, Clyde Slip holds out his little sack of plops it. Like he takes your paw and smacks it into your hand, clasps your little token shut.
What's this for?
Money. But if you're in Judy's bruising the shop.
Oh, thank you very much.
Inside the burning form that is shaped like a devil, the fire flares up into horns and wings behind her. But the core of Mother Magma is a wizened and twisted humanoid figure. Sockets empty and burning. flesh sunken, almost broiled to rib cage, sternum, hips. And her voice comes out almost wheezing. Well,
Greetings.
She a ghoul from Fallout.
I didn't intend for it to be, but then I realized as I made the noise, I was like, oh,
Give
oops.
us the description.
Yeah.
What was the name of your Fallout character?
Mima?
Meemaw.
Mima.
Emo.
Is it the return of Mima?
This is where Mima went. What the hell?
Yeah. Mama Magma. Just Meemaw. Never seen a ghoul before.
You know, I have an encyclopedia A through E or some shit.
Yeah. Oh. One of my better character efforts, honestly.
Accents included.
Yeah. Your first time visitors to Mama Magma's.
Yeah.
We're actually browsing for the market for some thing to help us keep warm for the next layer to avoid the chill.
If you go 3 aisles over that way, you'll find an Arctic expedition tableau. You can purchase Iditarod dogs, mittens, hats, scarves, a sled.
Are they all
What?
like slightly used?
Yes, definitely slightly used. Yeah.
Bloodstains, I'm
You do.
assuming?
Say again?
Bloodstains, I'm assuming.
You know, a little. Not everything. Some things appear to have been ethically acquired and some forcefully acquired.
Have a browse over there. By chance, anything magical as well, like potions or rings, cloaks?
What kind of potion? I have many potions.
Just from the cold, or some healing as
You-
well.
You want to do some jet? Right. Let me see. Well, I have this. She pulls out what looks like a pet rock.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. It's a transmuter stone.
this is transmuter stone.
What the hell's a transmuter stone?
While carrying this magic orb, you gain one of the following benefits: dark vision out to a range of 60 feet, proficiency in one saving throw of your choice, or resistance to one damage type of your choice. You can change which benefit you gain whenever you finish a short or long rest. You can only have one at a time, but you can change it every time you finish a rest.
Oh. How much would that be?
I don't know what I did with the book of how much shit costs. Yes.
You have a book that tells you how much shit costs.
Yeah. Okay. Mm. 400 gold.
I could do that. Do that as well.
Just ignore the bloody finger. Yeah, you know what? Enjoy. And transmuter stones are created by transmutation wizards. So she definitely took this off of somebody's corpse.
Do you have to just squeeze the transmuter wizard into a transmuter stone?
Yeah.
That's how you get a
Yeah.
transmuter stone.
Mhm.
I can't seem to find it under
I-
add items.
I'll have to make it. It's not actually an item for sale. It's a thing that wizards can make.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a class feature.
Yes, it is a class feature.
Could work. Need to have a second pair for. I was buying something for my friend here as well. That one over the point of slip.
He's just off
Something to
like the sports department in hell, and looking at like kind of implements that they have there.
Yeah.
Well, obviously the
Uh-huh.
sports department in hell has only golf equipment.
Mhm. Badminton also.
Badminton also.
Mhm. Yeah, the sports. It's golf, badminton, and then what looks like an arrange of BDSM gear. Another thing for cold. Hmm. She burps. Well, I don't have anything for gold, but I have this. Blah. She pulls out a skeleton with a pristine set of armor still on it.
Armor cold resistance?
No,
No?
shoot it.
That covers his
quick,
ears.
quick draw fire, loud bang in the store.
It pings off of it. There's the smallest little dent, and she goes, and it rubs out.
What the hell is that?
It's armor of invulnerability.
Armor of invulnerability.
It doesn't do cold, but that's the only other thing. Unless you want to resist poison.
Sclap, do you still wear armor?
Stuff turns around. He's still a warlord, so his body's still.
So he's
Yeah.
still.
He's just got like fabric all over it, but yeah, he's just a suit of armor.
Unless.
Well,
Does
he does have the
Mr.
flesh like that's like grown over the armor, so like
It might be better for Slut to get this than me.
it's Slep is currently equipped with half plate plus 3. Because he can wear medium armor.
I also have this. Bop. She plops down a shining helmet. And I'm rolling. How many does it have? It's a helm of brilliance.
Helm of Brilliance.
I gotta roll for it though.
To see what if it's cursed.
Oh no, to see how good it is. It has 1 diamond. I know. 9 rubies. What's next? Fire opal. Yeah. 17 emeralds. No, fire opals. Sorry. And 31. Last one, regular opals. Yeah. You can use an action to cast one of the following spells. You can cast Daylight with Opal, Fireball with Fire, Opal, Prismatic Spray with Diamond, Wall of Fire with Ruby. And the gem is destroyed when the spell is cast. As long as it has at least one item, it emanates a dim light in a 30-foot radius, so the area is lit up. When at least one undead is within its range. Any undead that starts its turn in the area takes 1d6 radiant damage. If it's got 1 ruby of resistance to fire damage. Fire opal, you can set your weapon on fire. Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
I also have these. She just throws a pair of shoes up to the ceiling and they stick.
One of those.
Slippers
are
of
those?
spider climb.
Do I have to attune to that? Fuck, I have to attune to that.
If you want something that is almost definitely cursed, she pulls out a small porcelain doll.
Annabelle.
It's a small porcelain doll that is shaped like a succubus. You can teach
What?
it words.
These are words.
And then whenever somebody picks up the doll, it might say, I want a piece of candy, or I'm going to suck your soul out your eyeballs.
Well, they're good. Well, they're interesting.
Go fuck yourself.
She picks up, she picks up the doll and it goes, you're all going to die down here.
Pudding.
Never should have come here.
I'm interested in that doll, but also the armor of invulnerability.
The armor. I will give you the doll for free. Please take her out of my life.
Sure.
I will give you the doll for free.
Yes.
Doll.
The armor of invulnerability is 200,000 gold pieces.
It's reasonable for an item like this.
Damn, that's expensive.
Hold on, let me do the conversion for soul coins. Or 400 soul coins if you're spendy.
We get a discount if we take the doll with us.
Zach, has Sharp Eye ever considered shopping for a beard cannon?
No, what?
It's in the fucking
Wait.
saddlebag book 2. It's It's like a strap-on beard you could wear. You can pull a cannon out of it and shoot from your beard.
Oh yeah, no, I thought about it, but it's like it's not great.
Long range is 30.
I'll
But like, I keep this in case of close encounters. Beard.
It's like and From Dusk Till Dawn when Sex Machine has the codpiece derringer.
Yeah, it's like you go into like an establishment and they're like, your weapons. You know, drop your weapons, and then but
Mm-hmm.
they don't think to check the beard.
Mm-hmm.
No one checks the beard. But also, Sharp Eye doesn't have a beard.
Well, it's a strap-on beard.
Yeah.
We purchased a fake beard too, so you get a
Full beard.
Thank you, but no thank you.
Hmm.
I think all we're looking for is, do you got like just a ring of cold resistance?
No, but I can sell you a voucher to the tattooist that can give you a tattoo of cold resistance.
Sklep, do you want a tattoo? You're the only one in the party right now that doesn't have any cold resistance.
I suppose I wouldn't be
I don't think she's looking for favors. I think she's looking for monetary gain.
Correct.
Oh, we can pay for it.
Don't worry, I got you.
In hell? You haven't burned to a crisp yet.
What's wrong with burning to a crisp? I've been
aside-
doing it for years.
We're not fire devils? Flame devils?
I wasn't always. I got very, very mad one day.
And then you just like caught on fire? Is that can happen?
Yes. Yes.
What happened on the day you got incredibly mad? What ticked you off?
A nasty little gnome was fucking my daughters. At the same time.
I mean, your daughters are grown adults, right?
Yeah, well, yes. He was doing it in my place of business on my favorite rug. She points to a tableau behind her that looks like a library. It's got it's a werebear rug in front of a fake fireplace. On my favorite rug. Both of them They are twins.
You know what? That would probably
just-
piss me off too.
Yeah, Claire's just like
And-
hanging a little bit. Ooh, yeah, I can see the frustration.
That makes sense.
He also had been my boyfriend first.
Oh, there it is.
Oh!
My
Dang.
God.
Oh,
Just whispers under his breath. You failed to mention that part.
That
Yeah, he just-
little bastard.
yeah, this seems like a scummy guy.
I'll be sure to punt that motherfucker.
You wouldn't
If you ever come
Wait.
here, you point him out.
Yeah, is there like a reward for like such a bastard or something like that? You know, just if we turned him into you or killed him or something like that, or just throw that out
She
there.
sticks her hand in an oven mitt, turns around, and peels a "Do Not Serve" poster off of the wall behind her. It is definitely Tyak's. And it says, "Do not serve. Wanted. Price, dead or alive, negotiable."
Okay. Sharpeye, what is the point?
Presumably one of the little guys in your head could read it for you. It's just Wanda. She just reads it in Celestial, though.
What is the price? What does it say?
It just says negotiable.
Negotiable.
Yeah.
We can name our price.
We could. We can bring him alive. We could take that photo, that armor, and she could do whatever he likes with him.
I'm imagining. I'm assuming group huddle time, or we're not quite sure.
She's
What
just
I thought-
watching.
Yeah, like if we find him,
Yeah,
if we
like
find him.
man, if we
I'm
find him.
beginning to suspect.
Just man, if we were to find this guy, we could probably negotiate. You know.
You know what? Both of you make deception checks.
Oh God.
My deception is the. I do not know this man.
She's like, "Believe the blind one. He doesn't know who I'm talking about. I can't even see the picture."
I have no idea. I've never seen that man before in my life. That's the truth.
It's true, yeah. She looks at the cat.
Clyde has a paw over his mouth, like he's thinking.
One of you should teach your cat a better poker face.
No, we shouldn't, because that's how I keep winning at poker.
Valid. Can I interest you in some charlatans die? She pulls out a set of die, tosses it 2 or 3 times, lands all 6s every single time.
20 gold.
Deal.
Puts down 20 gold. Gets charlatan die.
He's just standing on the counter. Clyde does that cat thing and knocks one down.
You think you think this needs an enchantment?
Um, yes.
You're probably getting tatted.
You'll have to consult with him, but I can sell you a voucher for 500 or 1,000 gold increments. Tipping is appreciated.
500 or 1,000?
In increments of 500 or 1,000. So increments of 500. Math was easier when I could touch the abacus. There's just a bundle of matches, like what looks like matchsticks next to her on the desk.
I will front the first. I guess Slep technically let me hold his money, so I'll just put in 1,000. Yeah, 500 from my own bucket, and
Yeah, she rings up and charges an infernal gift card, which just looks like it's the same shape as a soul coin, but on the front of it says not for transfer, not legal soul tender.
Not legal soul tender.
It hands it to you. Round back, ask for Reggie.
So let's go get that tattoo.
Yeah, you go around the back and you see a bone devil. And he's sharpened the end of his bony appendages, and is dipping them in ink and jamming them very quickly, like onto the butt and thigh of an Amarzu, so one of the Grimace's fleshy cousins. A booger devil, but not Snot Gumby. Snot Gumby. Oi! In or out?
And we got a voucher.
Ah, you're looking for Reggie. Reggie, you got a customer. And what rolls? He comes out, and he's you see a pit fiend, and he is in a wheelchair, and he rolls forward. Hi guys.
Greetings.
Which one of you got a voucher for Mama Magna?
It'll be step right over there.
Yeah, I pushed Slap forward. This guy.
All right. We'll have to do a little bit. I mean, it doesn't look like you got a lot of flesh to work with, buddy. But, we could. I could do some arc welding if you feel all right about that, like a branding kind of style. Or you holds up a ball peen hammer and a little chisel. We could do it pointillism.
But here, undoes the cowled hood. You can see along where like the collarbone would be, between just above the chest plate, some tight but soft muscular strands. Closest thing he has to skin.
Yeah, I would remind you also that you are currently decomposed.
Also a little ickery.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I've worked with worse.
That slip is just so gross.
All right. So I'm thinking we can do like a chest piece and we can incorporate the armor and the flesh, really get a good sense of symmetry and aesthetic flow going here. We can work around the big like crystal dealy, incorporate it into the design. What kind of spell are you wanting? Well, I could I could do it for all right. 1,000 gold will get you cold resistance all the time. But we could up the ante a little. You could pay me a little bit more, do me a favor, give me we could come up with a deal, is what I'm saying. And I could make it so that you could pick what element you have resistance to.
Sclap, this is your tattoo. You're negotiating.
I believe full.
All right. Mount up, Buttercup. It smells worse when he gets to. There's a table. He's
But
got
yeah,
a nicely
just like-
decorated little booth. Yeah, the idea of him getting a tramp stamp is pretty funny, though. All right. Let's see. The smell is worse as he gets to. Are you ready? He starts with the fleshy bits, and the smell gets infinitely worse when he starts tattooing into the decaying flesh.
Before he tattoos, can I slide him? I don't know. What would how many soul coins would it take to like add not only cold but fire resistance?
Two.
All right, I'll slide him 2 soul coins. It's like, hey, doesn't like a fire resistance as well.
Are you asking him to spray me with fireproofing, like the foam and shit?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, he pulls out a can of Rust-Oleum. It's just like bed liner. Yeah. So he thinks about that for a second. He's like, I don't know exactly what to do here. He starts with the fleshy bits, and it ends up in this like curled, almost face in his chest, and then he moves to the chisel. And you think for a moment that he's gonna stop, like just like wear on a humanoid. Stop pressing buttons, cat. Where a humanoid's like nipples would be, for instance. But he keeps going. So rather than the gem in his chest being like at the eye of a cyclops, it ends up being like a gem in the center of a dragon's face. As he continues it down until it appears that he's got a massive dragon, and in one direction when he turns, the sort of incised dimpled portions of the tattoo appear white, and in the other direction they appear red, almost like a hologram shifting between silver and red. Pretty good work, actually. Yeah, but now you've got art, and you won't be cool. You'll only be cool and not freezing to death. Have some juice. It'll help with the dizziness. Oh. Jerry gives a free complimentary refill if you get the refill the same day.
We need to go back to shit.
We must return to Jerry.
Really? What did the first time? Oh, okay.
All right.
I think that's it. That's all the gold I'm willing to spend for the day. How about you guys?
I think we're ready to move on.
Move on.
It to the next layer, unless there's anything anyone wants to do in this city before we leave. Head to this next layer.
No, I think I'm good. I'm ready to move. How about you all?
I'm good too.
All right. In that case, Tax is highly disappointed. You end up finding him, like sitting with a Cambion at like a little outdoor like at the hot dog stand, and she is fully tattooed, hairline to like what you can see around her wrists and ankles. And as you're looking, you realize it's a text, and as you're watching, the text shifts and moves. It's almost hypnotic. And Tyax is flirting with her. He reaches over and touches a couple of fingers to her knee. Tyax the Mighty, he owns this city. Well, no. Metaphorically speaking, please do not go getting me put in the gulags or anything for saying that I'm claiming the throne from Blyle and Fiona. I'm not in the mood for that. But if I did get thrown in there, I would become the head of the prison gang. Absolutely. And she's buying. She's hook, line, and sinker. She's leaning forward. She's like rolling a long black fingernail through his curly little beard.
She's gotta be like trying to eat him or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'll ring up to Tax. All right, Tax, we're done here. Time to go.
Love. Wanker. All right. I'll see you when I see you next time. She says, yeah. And you better pay me the money you fucking owe me.
Ooh.
I will, love, I will. And that was only the one time I ran into a little bit of trouble at the casino. I promise, love.
Listen, darling, he always runs into trouble at the casino.
I know. You look like you know trouble.
I am trouble. I grab Tyax by the scruff of his neck, lift him up. I just lift him up by like one of my smaller arms.
My name's Sabrina. You can come back and see me sometime. Trouble.
I look her up and down. They call me Sharp Eye. I just leave it looks like a coin, but it's from it's a silver coin from the Astral Sea, and on it it's got like, it looks like George Washington if he was a cockroach.
Amazing.
So it's got like, it's basically a quarter, but
yes.
bug George Washington on it.
It's a cockroach
Amazing.
with like the
A
eel
powdered
wig.
Yeah, like with the eel wig.
Yeah. A great, fantastic.
But
yeah.
engraved in it is just Sharp Eye on the sides where it says "In God We Trust." It's been scratched out and just write Sharp Eye.
Sharp Eye We Trust.
She rolls it across her knuckles and just like slots it in her cleavage.
He'll give her a hat tip and then just drag little Tyax along.
Oh, right. Yeah. He pouts the whole way. You get back in the gondola with Melissa, and she rows you back out to where Kotom's barge is. And you are very close to where you would continue traversing that strange set of ethereal waterfalls that bring you between the layers of hell. Terrifying and beautiful at the same time, but mostly if you get motion sick, that is what happens. do. Whatever. We need to go to here.
Ooh.
Oh Jesus, that looks barren as fuck.
Did you?
No side quests on this level.
Nope, not a single side quest on this level.
I don't see shit.
Hold on, there is stuff.
Oh, it has to be brought to the fucking token or map layer.
Glacier of Lewis.
It does.
Hold on, guys.
Sharush.
Terusk.
City of Tantal.
The Chasm of
Tantal?
Found Things looks dope.
City of Taint.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. I was like, guys, I know we're here for the, probably to the Glacier of Levistas, but I don't know. We could find some nice stuff. Chasm of Found Things.
Stygia is a vast frozen sea, decorated with ice and snow. And unlike the other layers of the Nine Hells, Stygia doesn't have a capital city, nor a place from which its archdevil rules. Even with a saltwater body underneath the ice, the only permanent open water in the realm is the Styx, which lazily meanders through the entire realm. A constant twilight, accompanied by atmospheric lightning storms, makes the realm appear harsh and bleak. Not an inaccurate assessment. Few devils call the lair their home, though that doesn't mean that Stygia lacks inhabitants. And that is where we are going to pick up next time.
We're in
Welcome
Stygia.
to Stygia,
Mhm.
a frozen hellscape.
Welcome to Stygia.
Cool.
And now we gotta find my soul.
Yep. How hard could that be?
Probably hard. I'm pretty sure that the Greg and I told me Levistus had it.
Yeah, we head towards the glacier. Maybe stop at the Chasm of Found Things along the way and get your soul back.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I bet they have some hella good frozen treats in the city.
Oh God. Key locations in Stygia. Let's see.
Have advantage on stealth checks when hiding in snow. Okay, neat.
So Talon is a trade city. You would see that you could see the trade coming in and out of the city from where you are. There's the Glacier of Levistus. As you may have been able, across the table, Sharusk, it's full of Sagwin.
Sagwin?
Yeah,
The Sahwagan.
Is it
Sawagan.
under the ice?
I don't know. I read it really fast. Yeah, there's a crack between two icebergs.
Neat. Cool. We don't have any means of breathing underwater.
Yeah, well,
The only one who doesn't need air is Sclap.
mhm. Yep. So, I hope you enjoyed more role playing and shopping today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I made the mistake of doing that voice for too long.
You ever seen a ghoul before?
Yeah. Aw. B-ball was so fun, but I always felt like I'd swallowed a cheese grater afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
there you go.
Mhm.
Brad, I'm not gonna be here. I'll be here next week. The week after that, I'm gonna be MIA on Monday and Tuesday. And Mondays I run campaign sessions. So if you want to do a one shot, you can.
Ooh. One shot.
It's in 2 weeks. Yes.
So
Jimena's-
you said-
Jimena's not gonna happen.
You said next week you're out and the week after?
No, 2 weeks.
2 weeks from now. Okay, so I got 2 weeks to plan for. Okay. Let's do it. Wait, don't
let's
check.
do it. Hell yeah.
2 weeks from now. Let me actually look that up. That is make sure I'm gonna the 15th.
The 14th, I believe.
No, it's the. Oh yeah, it is gonna be that week.
The 14th and the 15th.
Yeah.
15th. Okay. All right, I can make that work.
For Asmodeus, there will be no slept.
On the 15th?
15th, one shot.
Yeah, on the 15th there might not be a Clyde either.
Okay. Well, why don't? Yeah, we can do the one shot on the 15th if we want.
We have enough
It's a
people.
classic one shot in 2 parts. One 14th and one on the 15th.
I can see that.
Classic.
Yes.
Well, I think that me and Zach would be in. Julian is like a 50-50 on one shots. We could probably get Thea to join us.
Oh, Thea would love that.
Yeah.
Is that a new phone?
Me?
Yes, you.
No. No. This is my phone. I've had this.
I remember having 3 circles, 3 cameras.
Yeah, I've had this phone.
3. All right, Joe. I'll see you
2.
next week, or I won't, I guess. Bye.
Alright.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.